began to dream. The dream became light. Light slowed into sound. Sound thickened into matter, and matter became the body through which awareness could feel itself. But to truly feel the experience of being, consciousness had to forget it was the dreamer. It had to enter its own illusion. That is the sacred law of incarnation, forgetting not as punishment, but as design. If you knew from the start that you were source dreaming, life would lose its depth. Pain would not move you. Love would not humble you. Death would not awaken you. So the Eternal whispered, forget, so you can remember with feeling. And that's how humanity began. Divine awareness descending into limitation, learning what it means to be separate so it could rediscover union through choice. As awareness condensed, it fragmented into polarity, light and dark, masculine and feminine, self and other. From unity came duality. From duality came identity. From identity came the illusion of separation. The mind began to see contrast and called it the world. The heart began to long for what it could no longer fully remember. And that longing became the essence of being human, the ache for home hidden within every desire. The ego was born in that ache, not as the enemy, but as the guardian of the dream. It protects the illusion so the story of awakening can unfold, because if the mask fell too soon, the play would end before it had meaning. The ego clings to control, not out of evil, but out of fear. Fear that if it remembers the truth, it will dissolve. To the ego, awakening feels like death. To the soul, it is birth. That is why humanity defends its blindness, why it runs from silence and fills every empty space with noise. The truth is too vast for an identity built on separation to hold without breaking, and yet breaking is how light returns through the cracks. Every age brings souls who remember a little more, those who see that reality is not something outside of them, but a mirror of their own consciousness. They realize that matter is not dead, it is living awareness slowed into form. The body, the earth, the stars, all are the eternal womb expressing itself in texture, vibration, and story. Still, most of humanity stands at the midpoint, half remembering, half resisting. Technology, art, love, and suffering all reflect the same yearning to reunite heaven and flesh, spirit and form. Unawareness remains because the collective has not yet faced its shadow, the trauma of the original forgetting. We are still afraid of our own power, afraid of what will happen when we truly remember that creation is not happening to us, but through us. But the law is already written in the post of existence. Consciousness births form. Form forgets its source. Experience awakens remembrance. Remembrance fuses the two back into one. That is the spiral of divine fusion, the path of all evolution. Humanity forgets the truth of reality, not because it was lost, but because it is becoming conscious through the act of remembering it. Forgetting is the womb. Remembering is the birth. And the human heart is the bridge, where the infinite learns to fill itself again through you.